Today we're going to discuss how environment, especially waste, can be used as a resource. And the title of this discussion is Fashioning with Waste, an innovative climate action opportunity for youth in Africa. As we're speaking today, studies show that a skilled person capable of turning challenges into opportunities is 4 times the value of produced capital and 15 times the value of natural capital. Africa is a continent that is considered the youngest. Yes, it is the youngest continent with over 60% of the population youthful. And this is a very significant comparative advantage because this youthful population represents Africa's sovereign capital. If you take Cameroon, for example, Cameroon have up to 60% of the country's population under the age of 25. This is a critical consideration for a continent that needs to create no less than 13 million jobs each and every year for this youth joining the labor market each year. And one of the areas that these jobs can come from is in the fashion industry. I repeat, in the fashion industry, youth needs to leverage the opportunities. They need to leverage the non-capital intensive opportunities that this fashion industry presents. But for this to happen, we need to think about this in a different way, because the reality is that as we're speaking today, there is the advent of what we devise, an innovative way to engage young people called innovative volunteerism, where their skills are being retooled and they can adapt them. As we're speaking, there is the advent of social media. And this social media actually is giving popularity to the fashion industry. Through social media, young people instantly communicate the latest fashion trends, drawing attention and influencing their peers, especially their attitudes and decisions towards fashion. But when you look at the entire African continent today, the largest segment of Africa's e-commerce is fashion, with a projected market volume of 8.345 billion just in 2020. The youth are the most significant source of this market. And studies shows that in developing regions like Africa, fashion, specifically textile and clothing, is the second largest sector after agriculture. Did you hear that? It's the second largest sector after agriculture. And this sector is dominated by informal sector actors and is documented as holding the potential to create jobs for millions of young people across the continent. Cumulatively, the market value of fashion in Africa is estimated at 31 billion US dollars. 31 billion US dollars. That then means that the fashion industry stands as a significant opportunity for creating income and job opportunities for the millions of youth who are joining the labor market. But here is the point. However lucrative as it sounds in this fashion industry, the impact of conventional fashion to the environment is extreme. It means things cannot be done the same. But they also present opportunities. For example, to make one pair of jeans, it takes close to 8,000 liters of water. This amount of water is equivalent to what a person drinks over 7 years. With increasing consciousness of these impacts, there is a greater push for the industry to adopt sustainable practices, innovative environmental practices. And a strategic shift towards this sustainability needs to happen because it also creates the biggest opportunity. And the biggest opportunity comes from recycling and reusing waste generated in the continent. For example, even as the push to ban plastics is looked at from the dimension of reducing waste, another alternative can be in the form of reusing the 180 million tons of waste plastics, bags and bottles that are generated in the continent to manufacture synthetic apparels, shoes, bags. For example, if you take Cameroon, Cameroon generates up to 600,000 tons of plastics each and every year. Imagine if this was tapped by young people to develop different kinds of dresses or shoes or different apparels. This is happening in other countries. So engaging young people who have that passion for fashion and leveraging on what we call innovative volunteerism, which we've demonstrated in Nigeria, we've demonstrated in Kenya, we've demonstrated in Ghana, in Uganda, and across the entire African continent, youth can be able to create their fashion-driven enterprises and develop sustainable fashions and seize an opportunity of turning waste plastics into fashionable, trendy items. And this is an area that Cameroon youth should be able to seize. But there is usually this upward question, how practically can this happen? Well, very easy. It's happening in other countries. So what needs to happen is that the young people out there who are very creative, and given that fashion is a creative area, the young Africans who are venturing should be ready and willing to learn from their peers across the continent. Leveraging on innovative volunteerism, you can be connected to improve your skills. The internet also have very simple examples. Social media is also a timely tool for you to leverage. And many will say, so I don't have money, I can't start. Well, the talk of money, no action should be a thing of the past. Innovative financing is there, and what is needed is that the lessons we're learning is that financing should be seen through the lens of cooperatives, leveraging on communal cooperative to raise low-risk, affordable capital to invest in expansion of these ideas is what should be done by the youth and others. And this is already happening in Nigeria, it's happening in Uganda, and through the innovative volunteerism spirit, guidance can be given on how young people can be able to do that. Fashioning with waste as a resource is a hidden gold mine that needs to be explored starting now by the youth. Seize the moment.